City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the AAC, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Zips will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Blazers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Akron Zips offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Adams. Stopped after making the catch. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bullock. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron!
At third and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open, hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 72 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
7, UAB 0.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Blazers racing to the line in a hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He makes the connection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal coming up here.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Wide out in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights. Good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Zips have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running for it on 4th down. And the Zips have enough for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 17 over USF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Blazers have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He got it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On third down, going up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo. Quick completion to the right. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that's a first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They go to the ground. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4 and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes in between the uprights. drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Rush. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hands it off. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. The Zips are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Zips will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, UAB. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 34 over USF.
Unloads it downfield. Brings it in down the left side.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Caught behind the line. It's Rogers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off. After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Twist his way through. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Makes the catch and knocked down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He wants to throw here on second down. It's caught. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you'll have to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Zips will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
Dropping back, it's Bullock trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
the defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line. It's Adams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Zips will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter on there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Bullock. He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Akron. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Direct snap. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
29, UAB 22.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackle is made after the first down. The Blazers want to crank the tempo.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside.
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blazers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up by 17 over Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. How about this free safety just being a football player and going and making the tackle?
Yeah, just playing free, right? Just floating around, floating around. He wasn't designed to blitz, but did a good job seeing the quarterback, going to him, getting him on the ground, and getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Zips. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Going up top on first down. Working the middle, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Blazers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game is a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll line up for a second down play.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for blockers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Pulls a fire complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd and 8 from the 16. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Open runway ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Zips in the hurry-up. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle, it's Rush. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UAB 32.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. On the ground, it's Rogers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rogers. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Blazers want to move quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2nd down coming up. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Zips are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The running back has it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. The give is to Williams. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now improvising. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Coming after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he's got it. Touchdown, Zips. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And back to the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Blazers are in the hurry-up.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The give is to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the ground with the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quickly complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
UAB 39.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.